commercial district is on money, or is on river. That I want to be a mine, so that it gives another one production to that. Considering there's no point giving it as a district because you need 2, so that's going to be a mine. You could use that as a commercial because I know it says districts as well, but 2 districts. I could do it there. Yeah, if I do it there, I can build another district here, which would be, I don't know, or maybe the encampment there. That could work. Campus is better around mountains, which would be there, I believe. Campus is good around mountains. +1 science for every mountain, yeah, so that would be good for the campus. Again, it wouldn't give the double district bonus, but I think that would be good. I think I'm going to go with a commercial here. I'm going to add a pin there, and add a pin there. Rename them as campus. I've just put my caps lock on. You're going to be a campus. You're going to be a encampment in the long term, I'm thinking. Probably should have gone for the production one first, but I didn't actually have that tile, so that's kind of why I didn't do that one. And I need the money, so yeah. And it has a fair amount of production as it is before that, so yeah. It's justified, I'm sure. But I'm still getting prepared up here, aren't I? The builder, you are repairing that. Hopefully that's going to help with your thing. And then you're going to come back down here and hook up those 2. I didn't really plan it out too well, and that, but you only probably have like 1 or 2 left, haven't you? Yeah. It's fine. How are we doing with that? You got 3 more turns on that, which is going to do that, which is probably going to line up quite well with that. Or you could build a farm. Also. Hello, if you are trying to intimidate us with your army, it's not working. Move them or face the consequences. I'm merely moving them to protect from you having your army right on my border. I'm going to ignore your request. I'm not going to say I'm going to declare war, I'm just going to ignore your request. Right. So... there's not really much that's good to build, like... I haven't really got a lot of areas I can do a lot of farms with. Or a trio of farms. I know in the future you can get it where you only have 1. Actually, no, that would work. Once I take Sparta, that's going to be a very good spot. Not very helpful for me right now. Because that's not what I want, but... I want 6 farms. Can you build farms on floodplains? Does that work? You can't build them on desert, I think. I don't think. What do I want to do? Do I want to go and build a farm somewhere to try and get the 6? I might as well. But I don't even own that unit. What am I going to build there other than a commercial district, probably, if I get that far. If I get as far as building a harbour on this city, but I don't think a harbour's going to be all that useful in this one, which means a commercial district there isn't all going to be that useful. If I don't need that forest there, then farm, trio, more trio. Okay, go and build a farm here. I'm going to move you to... you'll actually... no, you just stay there. It's fine. Builder, build the fish. And you're going to firstly hit that, because you can't do a decisive hit on that, so you're going to do that. Because... useful. Why? How come they have such... like... quadrims have rather strong melee strength. So much so that I can't really... they hit me once and then I have to retreat because I won't be able to successfully, I think, kill them. Where's the other one? Where's he gone? Where? Where's my other one gone? Oh, he's in my borders still. Okay. Oh, because he was healing. No, you're not. Cool. Okay. 2 turns until we get the harbour, and cartography is going to be done. Right, hopefully you are going to decisively kill that one, which means how much health have you got? You'd have got left with 3. Wow. Well, you're going to be better off just killing that thing first, and then hopefully you're going to be fine. You can build those things there, but you can't build actual farms, which is all very well, but yes, no. What do I want to use you for? Actually, you can go up and do... That counts as farm, doesn't it? And farm rice, if I remember rightly, so that's probably a good one to do. Swordsman, you're going to go here. I know I put you in there at first, but I think if I put you there, that's a better spot for now. You're down to me. That's fine. Because I occupy one of your cities. Yeah, I know. But you realise that, like... Oh, hello. Oh, we didn't quite do it in perfect timing, but that's not so bad. Right, so you're going to go... I'm going to move you to there. Did I want to put you there? I don't think I did. You two swap places, thank you. Can you decisively kill him? You cannot. That's rather annoying that you can't decisively kill him. Because that means he'll kill you on the next turn that he goes. It's not the end of the world, I suppose. Go back and heal. You've done a good job. You're a little bit kind of stuck. I suppose you can go out to sea somewhat. Sure, do that. Do you still have a move? You do not, because I need to upgrade you to a crossbowman because you're the highest thingy, these things, and yet you're the lowest version thing. You just fortify that. Production up here. You have built a harbour. Thank you. I will delete that harbour tag. So a commercial hub there now will be quite useful, but I don't think I want to do that just yet. Oh, I can now build another trader, which would also be useful. A spearman is actually probably the most useful right now. I'm going to do that here. I know that's not using where it should be, but currently that only places building a wonder, and yeah, it's fine. So cartography is going to be next, and then we get caravels, which will be very useful. Cool, yeah. You are going to build a farm here. Yes. Because... Nope. That's not what I want. Oh, that done the boost that I wanted anyway, which meant I could have just waited until that one, but it's fine. It's going to be useful anyway. Somehow now managed to glitch that, but still. What do the Kurgans do again? I can't remember. Kurgan. Because I know there's an extra bonus thing, isn't there? Faith from adjacent pasture. Faith from adjacent pasture. So in other words, I want to put them around... That's why it was suggesting it there, because it was around a pasture. Okay, but... Oh well. Have I glitched this out a lot now? Potentially. And we're now suddenly in a Renaissance era. Oh, hi. Right, you are going to... I want a fair bit of production, if anything. So you're going to go to that one? Where's that? That is all the way up there, which is... it's not actually going to produce me any roads, because you're going to do it by sea. And you're then going to follow that road. If I was to send you to Christianstad, you only get 1. I would prefer the 3 production in order to get the Colossus, so we're going to just do that, and then you'll go by sea, and I'll live with it. Alright, you go up there. And you are going to... Not enough gold. 200. Why do you suddenly need more gold? That wasn't very well determined. Because you're the one that I actually really could do with being upgraded. Oh, well. It's not the end of the world, I suppose. What can I do here? Right. What do I want to choose? Kill a unit with a musket man. We're nowhere near that yet, I would have thought. Earn a great scientist. Am I anywhere near earning a great scientist? Where are we? Great scientist. You would be quite useful, but I don't think I'm going to be getting that. I'm earning 3 at a time. Greece is earning 5 at a time. So Greece will be getting it fairly soon. So I'm not going to be getting a great scientist anytime soon. How's the great prophet looking? I'm just still doing 3. They're still doing 1. And we're catching up with them slowly. That's not really helping me with this choice, is it? Having a government with 6 policy slots. And great scientists. Build an aqueduct. Kill a unit with spearmen. Build 2 universities. Have feudalism specific. How far off am I from feudalism? 4 turns. Which means that the one that has feudalism specific... 4 turns. That's gonna kind of work out, I think. Perfect. Yeah, that's fine. Cool, we're doing that. Fortify. Right, you somewhat wasted a use on that. It's not the end of the world. What can you do instead? You're going to go and do one of these, because that builder's going to do that and then that. Cool. You're going to fortify up there. And at some point, I think we're just going to say, like, declare war, because then he can come at me. Can I do it without it being a problem? Why can I only make a deal? Because we're declared friends. So you can't... I literally can't denounce him or anything for that. Okay. Well, that's interesting. You have 3 cities other than your capital, which is good to know. But, okay, how long is my friendship? Declared friend... I don't know. I don't know where exchange is at, but still. I literally can't declare war on him, so... Never mind. Hopefully my settler here is going to stop him from settling anywhere near again. I'm hoping. It's always nice to have such a strong income, isn't it? Yes, thank you. It's good to know. New continent discovered. Awesome. Fortify your guild. You are going to go up to there. And discover nothing around this area. Cool, cool. We have an envoy. What are we going to do? Oh, we found Preslav. In Jakarta. Where are these guys? Jakarta is up there. Okay. And Preslav is there. Okay. What do I want as a first bonus? 2 production in capital when producing units. That's not a bad thing. Or 4 gold in the capital. Both of them would be useful. But they also have suzerains. Recruit a Great Admiral, train a privateer. I currently have 6 envoys though, so I could actually do it up to like the 3 on both of them. Or I could overwrite someone. What do I get for this? Your light and heavy cavalry units have +5 strength when fighting on heels. That is a real good combination with my actual civilization, considering I build twice as many of like light cavalry units. I'm not likely to get a Great Admiral anytime soon. Don't know about training Great. Do I put in 3 and 3, or do I put in 4 so that I take over the suzerain on that one and then only 2 in this one, and then hope I get a 3rd for it at some point? Because that is an extra 4 gold in every commercial hub, which I don't necessarily have any built yet, but I am building 2. Or I have plans for at least a second one. I think I'm only building 1 currently. But seeing as I don't have them yet, so that might be an idea. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. kick out Norway from suzerain, get that bonus. Might even be worth putting all of them in there. Yeah, no, I think 2 in there is going to be fine. Or 1 and 5. Just to reinforce that. And then I can get an extra one. If I can complete those, I get the bonus on them. But yeah, I think that's fine. Cool. So we have Preslav under our ownership now, and that's the new continent apparently as well. Cool. There's now 3 of them. So we have met 2 city-states because of that. Cool. And 2 new city-state quests. Yep. We might get there. See what we can build. You've moved your units away. That's good to know, but you're sending them some other place. Galley, you are going to... Oh, you can upgrade, but I don't have any gold for it. I'd rather upgrade my archer to a crossbow first, to be honest. What's been built? Holy crap, you're being attacked. But there is another unit nearby for you, and you have a bonus. So, fast movement when movement in rainforest, or woods or rainforest terrain, or on that. I'm going to work my way up this way. Maybe he'll survive. I don't think he's going to. To be honest, that was both situations. You're in a woods, but you're also on a hill. What we've done. You have built the Great Library. I'm glad I didn't do that one then. Right, what are you going to produce for me right now? I think some entertainment complexes wouldn't go amiss. And deserts aren't all that useful. But then also, actually, thinking about it, that's another good spot for a campus because it's 3 rainforests, although is it 2 rainforests? There's only every 2 rainforests, isn't it? Only every 2 rainforests. Plus 1 science from every 2 adjacent rainforest. Which means I could leave those 2 and then build 2 other things here. 2 other districts. Do I want science right now, though, is the question. No, I don't think I do. What I think I do need is amenities. So what I'm gonna add a pin again. I'm gonna add that. And what other ones do I want to build? Do I want to build a harbour over here? I don't really think I could be asked. When I get Sparta, there's going to be a harbour, so that's fine. Don't really need one over this side. It's not going to really do much. It's only going to be 1 gold from that, from where my placement will be. There's not really much else that can be achieved. There's not really much in importance here, so an entertainment and then like an industrial or something. Industrial would be quite useful next to my capital, I think, so I'm thinking, I don't know, actually no, cancel, because otherwise it's going to confuse things. Add you there, add you there. Right, we'll just minus you down for the moment. So you're going to be campus. Oop. Camp. You're going to be Ind. And you're going to be entertainment. And the annoying thing is I've gone and put the one that I want to build first in the tile that I don't own. And I want to save on my money so that I can upgrade that archer, so... Industry would help in general. So I'm going to do that. Yes. Right, we have a trader which has just been built from here. Awesome. What would you do? Or do I want to move you down to here and make more production for that? Or, actually, no, I'm going to move you to there and try and get more production to get the Petra as well. Cool. Have the feudalism is going to be next 2 turns. Cool. And suzerain flipped. In other words, Norway has just gone and taken Preslav off of me already. You're going to go there. My scout is almost dead. Can you kill him? No. I don't really think you have much of a chance here. You're probably going to be dead. This is why you don't build scouts, because they just don't friggin' survive very long. Right, where's going to give me 3 production? Nidaros, but that's just water. Isik as well, but that's just up there. I also want to make some roads to places. But 3 production is better than nothing. And that's actually a lot of food as well, so I'm going to do that one. You do that. You're going to produce that. Cool. Production over here. The only problem is now that if they do choose to attack me, this is not the most protected one. So I think Ancient Walls first is going to be bonus for you. And yeah, you've gone and taken Preslav, haven't you? Let me guess, it's Norway. Oh no, he's just done it so that... Okay, so I do really need to train a privateer. So maybe over here. I settle too close. My people settle where they please. I don't care. Hi, Greece. How are you doing?
We have uncovered a way to increase our farming output. To tap into this potential, I suggest we try to maintain 2 adjacent farms to each plot of farmland.
Yes. And that's that one.
With the advance of feudalism came the growth of iron armor, until, at last, a fighting man resembled an armadillo.
Cool. I don't know if I need to change anything there. Production tools, Renaissance, era, melee, and ranged units. That has actually replaced the one that I had there, which would probably be somewhat useful in the sense of... yeah. Can I do any of these? I don't really think I want to yet, to be honest. I think my production's fairly good. What I do think I need, though, is the unit maintenance. I'm not really building any... Am I going to build any more cavalry units? Don't really think I'm going to be building any units either, so I'm going to replace you with that. Maintenance, please. No, I need to do that first, do I? Okay, we're going to do that. 1 production in all cities, yeah, that's still important. I don't know whether we're in Ancient Classical. We're not really in Ancient Classical anymore, I don't think, maybe. Maybe, I don't know. I don't really think that's going to be all that much useful. Maybe the newly trained builders would be useful. Or 2 gold from the trade routes, actually. 2 gold from every trade route. Because I actually kind of need a lot of money, which is why I've gone and done that. So we're going to do that one now. Yes. Right, that's made our money a lot better. You're going to take and do that. Right, Spearman. Useful unit. You're going to go there. Why do you not go there? Because you are technically a rainforest. Okay, move yourself to there at some point. Move yourself to there. And the Civic, we're going to go next. Are we anywhere closer to getting to 10? In 15 turns, we will get to 10. Which is 1 more turn than actually doing that in itself. But we can do mercenaries. So, 50% discount on all unit upgrades. That's also a useful thing. Which would be very useful on that. So, we'll go with that one. And maybe have that useful. Stirrups are going to come in next, which also means more upgrades on... Because that's going to be a knight, which means this is going to be an upgrade. So, in actual fact, upgrades is going to be quite useful in a moment. What was I going to get you to make next? Potentially a commercial hub, I think. Potentially. Or a privateer. Privateer? Can I do a privateer yet? I don't know where you get privateers from. Where'd you get privateers from? Privateer. can actually search in the thing, can't I? Replaces Sea Dog. Where are you on? Mercantilism. In a civic. In mercantilism, civic. Where are we at in civics? Mercantilism. Mercantilism. All the way over here for a privateer. That's going to be a while before we get to that. So, yeah. But Caravel would be probably useful. That's actually what my units upgrade to, because they're them. So Quadrine is probably what I want. Do I want to do that, or do I want to build a commercial hub? I'm actually making a fair bit of money right now, so I think I will go and do a Quadrine to help with the sea. And I lost the scout. Didn't last very long, did it? Barbarians approach over here. That's kind of fine. Kind of not. Yeah. Could do with a unit down here then, really. I'm sure we're going to be fine. I hope. Fingers crossed. One more turn. And our galley has healed up. Go back to auto-explore. And we'll see what happens now. Hopefully we get the Petra. Just because it would be nice to. I don't think there's any other... Well, there's no other cities on this sort of land mass that could build it. Or at least no other civilizations, cities that can build it, as far as I can tell. Right. You have a heck of a lot of units.
Few inventions have been so simple as the stirrup, but few have had so catalytic an influence on history.
Cool. Right, next, actual technology. We're not really going to get that very time soon. May do that if I do this in a moment. Built universities is unlikely at this moment. Same with that, unlikely at this moment. I think I'm going to just do that because I don't think I'm going to get a great scientist anytime soon. So, yeah. I can purchase something with faith. What can I purchase with faith? I can't do the pagoda still. What would the pagoda do? +3 faith, +1 housing, and +1 citizen shop. Citizen slot. So I think I will save up my faith until then. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah, don't know. There's that, isn't there? I'm waiting on that so that I can have the 50% discount, aren't I? Okay. You have just re-healed yourself. Cool. Actually, that's bonus timing. Okay, you're going to go there to protect from this thing, or you can go and attack that thing, but it's usually protected by a spearman, which is not good against horse, or is good against horsemen. So that's not really going to be too helpful. You have a crap load of things there. Build one of them. This is giving us even more money, actually, isn't it, as well as other things, so... I suppose that does still count as a rainforest, doesn't it? It still does count it as a rainforest, so... In theory, I could have done that in a different way. Well, no. That still would have been, like, 3 out of 4. I only need 4. Same with this one. Actually, no, you have got 4. Because you're a rainforest, and you're a rainforest, which means you're actually going from that 2 and that 2. Whereas here, if I'd done it here, I couldn't have made any difference here. That one I'd done correctly. This one wouldn't have made a difference, so I've done that correctly as well, I would say. Cool. Okay, we're okay. Can I do anything about you yet? We're still friends. Okay. You're done. Yeah. You just fortify them. As soon as we're not friends, Greece, you're going to get it. Horseman, you're just going to stay there, hopefully. What was you supposed to be? Encampment? Was that what I'm supposed to build there? An encampment? I think that's supposed to be an encampment. Yeah. I think that was going to be an encampment. And this is going to be the final turn, I think. Unless there's anything of it. There's nothing interesting, is there really? Okay, this is going to be the final turn. Still nothing interesting happened. Couldn't have ended on something interesting, could we? Well, no. But I think we're doing well. I think we're gonna do. We have a real good strong start going. We're gonna have to obviously build up a navy next, I think, because this is pretty much just one continent, so to say. I think it's like a snaky kind of continent. We're gonna need to be able to transfer to other continents to find our other civs, because there's got to be at least another like 5 out there, I think. Yeah, there's another 5 out there. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed these videos of this session. If you have, make sure you've left them a like. Leave your comments below of any tactics you think I should be employing. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And make sure you share with your friends to make sure more new people come to the channel. And that's it. See you in another episode. Guys, bye.